Where can you find videos of the best players in the world in their entirety and without commercials? ACCUSTATS.com. How about check out our complete catalog on the net 24 hours a day? Where do you ask? ACCUSTATS.com.
Well, but everybody, we're at the end of the bank pool travels. It's time to crown a champion. Bank pool finals, right here live from the Horseshoe Casino on ACCUSTATS.com. 4 days ago, we started with 353 players in bank pool. We have 2 players left. And I think if you were writing a script, you would have picked these 2 players to be here in the finals. There's a lot of history at stake here, a lot of hometown flair, and of course, we've got probably 2 of our favorites that we've been watching play pool for quite a while and given us a lot of pleasure. They've gone through 14 rounds of bank pool. This is round 15. We're going to have a champion. Our first player from the Republic of the Philippines. His resume is incredible. Some of the highlights are his 1994 U.S. Open 9-ball championship, his 2000 U.S. Open 1-pocket championship. 3 times he's been the world 8-ball champion. In 2005, he won the Derby City 9-ball division. He holds 5 Derby City 1-pocket titles and 4 Derby City all-around world championships. He's sponsored by San Miguel Beer, Jack Justice Cases, and Puyat Sports. The most famous name in pool, the magician, Mr. Efren Reyes. His opponent is your reigning Derby City bank pool champion and your reigning Derby City defending all-around master of the table. From Owenton, Kentucky. In 2006 and 2007, he was the U.S. Open bank pool champion, in addition to all his other accomplishments. Sponsored by Lomax Custom Cues. Local favorite, our hero, John Brumback. Mr. Brumback is the only player that has yet to lose. In order for Reyes to win the championship, he will have to win 2 sets. If John wins the first set, he's the champion. If Efren wins the first set, we'll play one more.
Well, we're finally down to the final 2 players out of 353. This is Danny Diliberto and my good friend Billy Incardona doing this ACCUSTATS presentation. It could be the final match if John Brumback wins. And if he doesn't, he still has a buyback, which I'm sure he would buy back. And here we go. I mean, he's been playing great. It's been exciting. I'm really honored to be doing this. And I'm sure we're going to have an exciting match. We got one of the greatest brains that ever played pool, Efren Reyes. And John Brumback right now looks like one of the greatest bank pool players ever played. So, Billy Incardona, what do you think about all this?
Well, I think that after that introduction by Ken, the tournament director, about Reyes' resume, you would have to be scared to hell, you know. If I was John Brumback, I would say, this guy's won 400 titles, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm the best bank pool player in the world, so you know what? He's got to beat me at my best game. I don't think he can.
Well, John beat him a couple hours ago, 3-0. You know, they played already. So I don't know how big that is. We see football where a team kills, the next time they play, they get killed. So I don't know how that figures.
Well, I would think you would have to give the edge to the player who has won the last match, which was John against Reyes. You know, and I do think that means something because you know you could win. And that's certainly confirmation in itself.
His fundamentals are perfect. His personality is perfect for this. His temperament is perfect, and he feels like winning.
Well, I spoke to John Brumback before this match began in the hallway, and I believe Efren Reyes was playing Larry Neville to decide who came into the finals with Brumback. And someone asked him, he said, John, who would you rather face in the finals, and what kind of an answer would you expect from John Brumback?
Something mild where he wouldn't insult either guy.
Well, he told it just like he felt. He said, it doesn't matter to me.
That's right. I
He
heard
said,
that.
either player can win, you know, so I'm going to have a tough match regardless of who it is. He says, I'm just prepared to play.
He's playing the balls, he said. He's not playing the player.
And if we could always take that, you know, mindset into all our matches, play the balls, like Danny says. Don't play the player, we would do better.
You're right. The player in the chair can't beat you. So when you get up, play the balls.
It's all about focus. Okay, when you're playing pool, the only competitor you have is the table and the balls.
Look at this. Efren might not shoot this game.
He's beautifully positioned for the 4 cross side, then the 9 cross side, either the 6 or the 2 cross corner. Like Danny said, he may not shoot this game. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's a favorite to shoot, but it's going to be close.
He's got it all together. And you know how you win tournaments? By making all the shots you're supposed to make and some of the ones you're not supposed to make. And that's just what he's doing. I don't expect him to miss here.
He's fallen a little out of line on the bank in the 6. Not that it's a very difficult shot, because it isn't. But in terms of playing shape for his next ball, he may have somewhat of a problem there.
Right.
He would have liked to end up straighter on the 6 than he did, but he didn't. Let's see if he can play position for the red 3.
Yeah, that's the direction he's going, towards that end of the table. But first he better make this, because whatever he does, Efren shoots next. He's just been doing this over and over.
Well, he doesn't have anything with the 3 because the 5 ball blocks the pocket. He's got the
9.
the ability to bank either the 8 or possibly the 9 back up underneath him to his right. That's an option he has. He'll probably choose the shot that probably leaves.
Wait a minute. He's thinking of double banking. I wanted to interrupt you before he shot, but go ahead. I'm sorry. He looked like he might play a double bank on the 3.
Well, anyways, what I was trying to say is that he'll probably choose the shot that if he misses, he won't leave much.
That's why he's shooting the 3 double bank. Yeah, he's got the lead. He doesn't want to let Efren in the game because Efren's a great competitor. And whether he's a bank pool player or not, he's trying to win. Oh, he's playing at 3 in the side. I don't know about that, but if he plays at 3 in the side, the cue ball is going to go down and leave a pretty good bank. I don't think he could kill it enough without the cue ball moving. Boy, this will bring some screaming if he makes this.
He may hit it with the speed that it'll block the lane for the 9 on the return.
Oh, he didn't miss it badly. But he took a 3-0 lead.
Okay, this is a very interesting situation that Reyes has as he walks to the table. He trails 3 balls to nothing. He does have a shot on the 9 straight back. This shot carries position if he wants to play it. But it's a very high-risk shot in terms of the difficulty of the shot and the position it'll leave for his opponent if he misses it.
That's the thing about bank pool. You shoot a tough shot and go to an easy shot. You're playing it for your opponent, too. He made that.
Reyes opted to play the bank on the 3, which if he happened to have missed it, he wouldn't have left anything for Brumback. But he double-crossed himself, then he made it. Now he's in the position that Brumback would have been in, but at least he's got another ball on his side. Efren Reyes, that is.
I like trickling the 5 in the pocket and putting the cue ball right in the pocket. That's what I would do if I were in this position. And that's what he's going to do.
Which isn't a bad shot.
No, he's going to leave something tough.
Now, the reason he drew the cue ball across the table is from this position, it's much more difficult to play as return safety. So therefore, he had the awareness to reposition the cue ball in a much tougher area on the table.
Good point, but it would have been tougher for Brumback to do much with the cue ball dripping in the pocket, no matter what all that other stuff. He can cue the ball now.
Well, yeah, but he has a much more difficult route to take after contacting whatever ball he's going to hit.
Well, do you cross the 9?
That's what I'm saying. It's a very difficult situation he's confronted with. If you notice all the hesitation out there, this is not an easy shot, and that's why he's taking so much time. This shot has to be hit well. He has to hit the 4 ball thinly And then if he does
he's
that,
banking at it.
no,
He's banking at this ball, Billy. No, he isn't. Okay, Billy, continue.
okay. He struck that extremely well, not only into the direction but also the speed of the cue ball, from where he was ending up in this position. And he's probably pretty happy.
Yeah. Again, Efren can't shoot that ball because he's going to leave an easy bank if he misses it, and he's the favorite to miss it.
That's very true. But sometimes players feel that, listen, I'm trailing 3-1. Maybe now's the time for me to take a chance because of the position of the balls. And therefore, that would sort of like, tempt you to shoot a ill-advised shot.
Yeah,
but
he
Reyes
didn't do
was
it.
too smart for that, so he repositioned the cue ball back up table. Now, Bromberg has somewhat of a similar situation to deal with, but since he has the 3-1 lead, I expect him to play something similar to what Reyes just did.
Yeah. Cut the 5 ball thinly on the left side and leave the cue ball long. But he looks like he's winding up to shoot.
If he's going to bank this ball, then what I look for him to do is draw the cue ball to the right of the table behind those 4 balls and hit it with a good speed so the 5 ball doesn't come back down if he misses it.
Yeah, you don't want to leave. There's a lot of cross-side banks here.
So getting the 1 ball from Brumback is what he wants here. He doesn't want to play position, and he doesn't want to play position for his opponent. Notice how he drew the cue ball behind those balls. If he opted to shoot the 5, that's what he needed to do. But like I said, he has to make sure that the 5 doesn't come back, which it did. I don't know what kind of an angle it's left Reyes. It looks like it's a little awkward, but from our vantage point, Danny, sometimes it's hard to see.
Yeah, it looks like he's aiming at it. I think he's got a bank on the 5, and if he makes this, he's going to get position.
Yeah,
now he's shooting it cross-side.
No, he's shooting across corner. And this, if he pockets, absolutely.
Yeah.
If he pockets this, he may put a hurting on Brumback here, which
Well,
he
obviously
did. Yeah, he made the. Now he's got the 9 cross-side. And he's got real good possibilities here after the 9. One thing about Reyes is if he likes the bank, you can bet he'll play position, and no one plays position better than the man from the Philippines.
And he's been in so many wars on the pool table that he doesn't care who he's playing. He's not intimidated.
He's opting to play the 2 opposed to the 9. He must have something in mind here.
Yeah, he's planning to make it. It's 3-3 now.
It's 3-3, and Bromberg shot a half-risky shot, like I said. When he shot that shot, he had to be concerned about the speed of the 5 ball because that's the ball that could have hurt him, and it ended up doing that.
And it did. And it was a great call, Billy. Oh, he got a kiss. That ball may have been going, but I'm not sure of that.
He got very, very fortunate to have left Bromberg in this situation. It doesn't appear to me that he has anything.
He doesn't.
Brombeck, he may have the 7 cross side, because if he shoots the 7 cross side, the cue ball will then go into the 9 and move the 9 and open up the lane for the 7 cross side. A pretty high risk shot. It's not what kind of a shot I would like to shoot. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, I don't think he has a shot. I don't think he can bank the 9. There's a kiss if he tries to bank it straight back. He could possibly bank it to the pocket to the right of him.
Yeah, I think he's going to play a 2-rail bank on the 9 to the pocket to the right.
Yeah.
On 1 rail, and he struck it well. It has the speed, but not the direction.
Good speed. He didn't leave anything.
Notice the position of the cue ball after he walked away from the table. That's exactly where he wanted to end up, because from that position, a safety is difficult.
Yeah. Efren doesn't have anything. What would you do here, Billy? I mean, he can't do anything with the 9. He certainly can't cut it in.
He can't fool with the 9. He's got to take his chances with the 4 and the or the 7 and the 8 here.
Yeah.
He can't afford to do anything with the 9. And that was an excellent shot because the 9 blocks the pocket for any cross corners. And if anything, he would have left him a cross corner by the way he hit the ball, but that's not available. Brumback now steps to the table with not too much to look at.
Does he have the 8 to the banking to the right of him? Might be a kiss.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty close to a kiss. It could be avoidable, but from the position of the cue ball, it would make this hit even more difficult. I would think that he's in trouble right now, Danny. Reyes came with a real good shot, and he's put Brumback in trouble.
Yep.
He's playing the 8 or maybe I'll say maybe the 7 3 rails, but he's playing the 8 1 cushion. Now keep in mind, this is very close to a kiss, and considering the position of the cue ball near the rail makes this shot play even more difficult.
And he's going right at the 9 1 rail.
Okay, he missed a kiss by overcutting the 8.
Yeah.
Had he struck that ball accurately, I believe the kiss would have been, there. But he missed it by overcutting the 8. I think he played to overcut it, so he could miss the kiss. Now he's giving Reyes a bank on the 9 straight back, which he will definitely shoot, I think, because he's so close to the ball. Providing that he has the good angle, he should shoot the 9.
Well, he's going to have to put a little bit of left-hand English on it to hold the 9 up.
Yeah, and I believe that if he has the angle, Danny, that's the correct shot, because if you miss that shot, you really don't leave much. But shooting any other shot...
He's playing it. Needs a hair left-hand English to hold it up. See where he's hitting the cue ball? To the left.
Okay, he struck it well.
Real well.
Reyes needs 1 ball. Brumback at one time was leading in the first game, 3-0. Reyes came back with a good run of 2 or 3 and grinded his way back into the match, and now eventually has the lead at 4 balls to 3. And this isn't really an easy situation to deal with here.
No, it's pretty easy to get 2 if you leave a bank. So you got to be careful. Even though you need 1, the other guy's still in the match. It isn't like they're tied up.
He'll hit banking this pocket speed. He'll probably hit this pocket speed. Now he's going ahead and...
where are you going to stop, 8?
You know what he did there, Danny? I don't want this to go unnoticed. What he did there, he hit it with the speed to go 1, 2 cushions, 3 cushions, and back down if he missed it, because he didn't want the 8 ball to end up at this side of the table where the cue ball was. So he hit it with the speed and he shortened it up. So if he missed it, it would go then 3 cushions back down table, and he also controlled the cue ball nicely by keeping it down the other end of the table. Now Brumback has to deal with distance.
He's been hitting these good all week. Well, you know he's going to at least come close here. If he makes it, he's going to be shooting at the game himself. Yeah.
Now this is a bank pool player's type of a shot. Nice stroke, hit it hard, shortened it up.
Swish.
And you know, he hits that particular shot so well.
He's playing really, really well. You know, he playing Efren, and Efren fighting like this and playing good, you could very easily dog it. Why they use the term dog it, I don't know, because dogs have a lot of heart.
Now this one is a different type of a shot than the 8 ball. This one here, there's no need to hit hard. This is a shot that you can really gauge the speed much better, and the accuracy is better too, because you can. It's closer to the cue ball and you can roll it. If this ball is missed, he won't leave anything.
I don't think so either. He's going to make it or hang it.
But the problem he has with this shot, if he follows it, now the corner pocket becomes very large. With the cue ball will be going toward the corner pocket. So he may opt to draw it back and hit it with speed.
We'll see. You're right. He's going towards that corner if he rolls it. So he did stroke it.
See, the possible scratch, you know, was really burdening him with his thinking. So he felt that, you know, I really need to stay away from that corner. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this with some speed. And I think he really didn't focus totally on the accuracy of the hit because of the problem he had with the scratch.
Right. He would have loved to have been able to roll it and miss it and hang it. But now Efren's shooting at the money here.
Well, this is a shot that you would like to roll too, Danny. But once again, that corner pocket.
Yeah, you're right. He's going towards that corner pocket.
Oh, he's going.
He missed it.
Okay, he missed that. He let Brumback across corner here,
Yeah.
but it's not really that free.
Oh, he's going to lose the cue ball. You know, you can't shoot this and control the cue ball real well because it's fairly thin hit.
And once again, it's on the kiss angle.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to do something. Now he's going to go right back underneath him to his left.
Yes, he needs to go under it.
Much more intelligent shot because he can control both the 7-ball and the cue ball with his shot. So therefore, if you have an option, one, you might not get a...
He needs a little left.
Watch the cue ball here.
No.
Watch the cue ball.
No, he's okay. He's okay. He might have corner hooked him. He might have corner hooked him.
Now, Reyes would like to bank this right back to his right, but keep in mind, this particular ball is laying somewhere around that kiss angle as well. So if he hits this poorly, he'll get a kiss here. So he needs to make sure he cuts it enough.
Well, he didn't make it, and he left it in a similar spot. A similar spot is right. Brumback has to do the same thing.
Yes, exactly right, Danny. Brumback has went to school on this shot.
Yep.
This is the shot that he had the last time he was at the table. I look for him to hit this one better.
He's taken a good look at it. His concentration has been very, very good. And this has the speed where if you miss it, it could stay near the pocket and not sell out.
Once again, he has to be concerned about the scratch cross corner with the cue ball. And when that angle is there, you have a tendency to soft roll it, hitting it softly and losing a little accuracy.
He needs a little left-hand English to avoid that scratch.
The most important thing in this shot is the speed that he hits this ball with, because he doesn't want to leave a return bank. He hit it with beautiful speed.
Yeah, but he left across bank.
Now, he left across bank, but, you know, this is a very difficult hit from the distance. The 7 is from the cue ball, and the cue ball in relation to the rail. This is a very, very difficult hit. This is not what you call a bank pool player shot. This is a shot that a player like Reyes would hit well because of his accuracy.
Shot. It's a one-pocket shot is what it is. He didn't make it.
But once again, keep in mind, if I missed it, I'm going to play the the cue ball, because you always have to be conscious of where the cue ball is going to be in the event that you happen to miss the shot.
He left a pretty good bank here.
This is the type of a bank
pool
that
player.
bank pool players like.
Yep,
You know, they
you're
get a
right.
good look at the ball, they can shorten it up, they can hit it hard. There's no lag in this ball. If you're a champion bank pool player, this is the angle you're waiting for. This is the shot you're waiting for. I look for him to stroke it and split the pocket.
First game, Brumback. Brumback is, you know, he could have very well fell apart this game because Efren really came back strongly. Efren came to play, but meanwhile, John has a lead, 1-0.
Well, 353 players in the bank pool tournament, only 2 remaining. Yeah, he could have showed a little weakness, but you know what? These are the final 2 players out of 353. They both deserve to be here. That was obviously proven throughout the week, and they're probably very resilient and stand up well. And we're in for a real good match here, Danny.
Well, while they're looking at the rack, I got to tell you, a guy came up to me, wanted an autograph. He looked like he was 60 years old, and he said his father used to play with me.
That's funny. I'm glad you found some humor in that.
I hate it. I had people call me Gramps lately.
So you're past that age of embarrassment.
I don't get embarrassed anymore.
That's funny, Danny.
It is funny. That's why I thought I'd tell you.
You finally have a sense of humor about your age. That's so...
I always did. I didn't start telling the truth about it, though.
Oh, Danny, you've always been a very, very humorous type of a fella.
Yeah.
Always, always.
And, of course, I love working with you. People come up to me and say, who's the favorite commentary partner. And I say Billy Incardona, and they said why, and I said because
Many reasons.
I love to insult them.
All right, we're ready to open them up in game number 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's an advantage, obviously, to put a ball down on the break, and if you have a good break, obviously, it's a benefit.
Look at the concentration, Billy.
He struck the break really nicely.
And he made noise.
Made
That's
a lot.
all he
Yeah,
made.
made a lot of noise, but he didn't come up with a ball.
But he didn't leave any
Not much at all.
banks.
Not much at all.
He left the 7, but you can't stick there because you're selling out the 2, and you can't shoot a tough bank like this and leave an easy bank.
No, the 2 is definitely a deterrent here. He's not going to shoot the 7. If he does, he's going to try not to leave a shot on the 2, because you only would shoot the 7 if you're a favorite to make it because of the position of the 2. He doesn't figure he's a favorite to make the 7. And that's why I look for him to do something a little different here.
Tell me this. How about if he feels like the underdog and this is a chance to do something? And this is really something. The man shoots great left-handed too. You know.
No, he's not going. He's going to play the cue ball.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he drew it back and left maybe possible stiff cross corner.
He did.
Okay.
And he left the bank on the 7 too. But is that possible that he's thinking, well, I'm the underdog in bank pool with this guy, so I got an opportunity to get some. I'm going to shoot.
If that's the way he was thinking, I think that his judgment was impaired.
Yeah.
Okay, really, because you always have to play the percentages, you know.
Yeah.
And you really got to play to win. You're not going to play a low percentage shot, a sellout shot, thinking that you're an underdog.
Okay, what is John thinking right now? Is he going to stiffen this too? They stiffen pretty easily, especially when they're a little off the rail like this.
Now John can bank the 7 cross-side, float the cue ball into the blue too.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Because he's certainly not going to draw it back and play position for the 2 cross corner. That's really playing aggressive, and I don't think that he's, you know, I think he's going to just float the cue ball into the 2, try to steal this 1 ball.
He doesn't let him roll off, does he?
Well, bank pool players have a certain speed that they like to hit banks with because they really truly understand what happens when they hit balls with that speed. And he's going to try to hit balls with that type of speed because he knows what's happening with the banks when he hits them with a real good solid stroke.
Well, I don't think he's going to hit this with speed, Billy.
Well, you know, he could hit it with speed and draw the cue ball into the 9-5.
Or he could roll it and take a bank on the 6 cross side.
Yeah, but he wants to make this, so he's going to hit this with the speed that's best suited to pocket the ball, and we'll find out in just a minute what type of speed that is.
Well, you were right. He hit it with speed, and he got the cue ball in a good spot. Look where the cue ball is.
He was very fortunate to have left the cue ball where he did after missing that bank because he had to really like thread the needle in between all those balls to get back down table. He actually wanted to pocket the bank cross side and run into either the 9 or should be the 1 or the 6 or something because he was a favorite to make that bank. But he didn't put it down, but he was fortunate enough not to have left Reyes a shot.
And Efren didn't go for any flyer bank.
Now, Efren's a very intelligent player. He hasn't won all the titles he's won by not being an intelligent player. Not only is he a very, very, accurate player, he's a very intelligent player, and he has complete control of the cue ball.
Yeah. He's a great player, great person. Okay, what's John going to do? Is he going all out, bank the 5?
Well, he's in a tough spot for a safety here, Danny. If he has a shot, he'll probably shoot it. From my vantage point, I don't really see one.
He's got the 5, Billy.
Okay, well, then he'll shoot the 5 if that's what he has.
Yeah, he's going to shoot
But
the
he
5.
may come off the 9 for a safety here. The 5's a very risky shot.
Good call. Good call. He wants to win. Look where he put the cue ball. He's got great speed.
Well, yeah, he's got excellent speed, and we talked a little bit about Reyes. Let's talk a little bit about Brumback, okay? He won the bank pool division last year, and there wasn't any surprise because he is regarded as one of the better bankers, if not the best bankers in the country or in the world today. And you just don't bank good to win tournaments. You have to be smart too,
Yeah.
and he's never been guilty of not being smart. And once again, he showed us that, he's an intelligent player that knows the right shot.
Nicely put, Billy. Oh, did he hit it?
He sure did.
He hit the paint. He hit the ball and it didn't even move.
He's a master at that. He really is. I mean, it's such an awesome thing to watch.
He hit the paint.
Now Brumback shooting the 5 here, Dan. Now this is questionable, but he must really like it. Once again, this is a type of I don't know if he's shooting the 5 or what here.
I think he's shooting the 5.
From the vantage point of
Well,
looking
here,
at the
it looks like
monitor,
he can't even
it
hit
doesn't
it.
even look like it. He's calling something to his left, and it has to be the 5. Now he must like this shot. It must be on an angle that he's quite familiar with.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
See,
What a hit.
I mean, it was that's the bank pool player's type of a shot. He looked at it. He says, "Wow, I like this. Yum yum. I'm going to go ahead and eat this up. Get this ball." Notice how he repositioned the cue ball, but he could have only done that if he would hit the shot accurately.
Bank pool player or not, getting up in the finals and shooting that against an Efren Reyes, he's showing me something.
Well, he's certainly come prepared to play, not only mentally, but with his ability to execute.
Yep.
So therefore, that adds that adds a lot of confidence when you're prepared to play both mentally and with physically with your ability. So he's finally tuned his skills, and he's playing with a lot of confidence. And Reyes, on the other hand, he's hitting every ball well. And he's going to be very difficult to beat, and it's going to take a player like Brumback to beat him.
Brumback. I had that problem a couple years ago with him. Notice he controlled the cue ball pretty well.
Well, he actually shot a good shot in terms of percentage. He hit it with the speed, and if he missed the ball, it would go back down the other end of the table. Then the cue ball had that high karate, like Danny would say, and it would then force follow it up toward the other end of the table, and most likely not leave a good bank.
Good shot.
Reyes steps to the table, Danny. Very challenging shot on the 1-ball bank. Carries a penalty if missed.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to stick there and leave the pink ball, is he? No, he drew the ball back. Well, unless this ball keeps going, which it did, well, he left the bank.
Yeah, the
Straight
1 ball
back.
went down table far enough to have left a cross straight back bank. So therefore, he'll cross the 1, banking it straight back to his right. Had it not rolled, had it stopped about 6 inches short of that mark, he probably couldn't have banked it straight back because it would have been a kiss. Sometimes it's a matter of a turn on a ball that tells you the story on a game or possibly the match.
I like his end of this.
Oh, built-in safety. He can play good speed with both the cue ball and the 1 ball. Really nothing bad that can happen for Brumback
Except that.
unless he hits it
He hit it bad.
poorly.
He didn't like
which
that.
no one expected him to do that.
He hit it bad. That's the worst one I've seen him hit.
But you know what? I don't think he's left anything that easy because he's over the 3 ball if he shoots the 1 somewhat. He may have a bank on the 9 right back to his right, but that's certainly not an advisable shot because if you don't make it, you're going to certainly leave something.
He's looking at the 2 also.
You know, I mean, this isn't really a great shot because, you know, this carries a penalty if you miss it. He doesn't have a bank to where he can duck at the same time, and he doesn't have a real good shot or look at anything.
Well, he's going to play the one cross side, but I don't think it's free. He better make this, or he's going to sell out a pretty good bank. He missed it. He left the 9 cross side.
Or the red 3 right back to his left.
Yeah.
Oh, he has an option here.
Yeah.
He can either bank the 9 cross side or the 3. I don't know if he can reach the 3.
He would have to shoot it with the bridge.
He's going to take a look at the 3 now.
I don't think he shoots left-handed.
I don't think he can reach the 3.
He can't. He's going to have to use the bridge.
If he's going to shoot it left-handed.
He is shooting it left-handed. I haven't seen him shoot left-handed.
And I don't think I don't know. He's not going to shoot this left-handed because even if he turns around and shoots it left-handed, he's still got an awkward look at the ball. You know, so therefore he said, well, "I'm not going to shoot it left-handed and have an awkward look at it. I'm going to use the bridge where I can at least sight the ball better."
Yeah, he's going to use the bridge. He's getting a good look at it.
Yes, he's got a good look at it, and he's close to the ball, so therefore he figures to hit it reasonably well.
That's reasonably well.
You know, that is even a little better than reasonably well, and that's what he wanted.
Well, he needs 3. He's got 3 again.
And he's got 1 game, and leading in this game 3 to nothing. And he looks like he's got a pretty good bank on the 9 ball. He's got a little bit of a funny angle. It looks like he's going to have to elevate and come back with the cue ball. And he doesn't want to leave a return shot on the 6 if he misses this.
Well, people out there, we got a standing room only crowd here, and it's on a Monday night. It's pretty good sign for pool. See you later.
Boy, he struck that so nicely.
Yeah.
Look at the position of the cue ball if he happened to have missed it. And, you know, and that was a big part of that shot, by the way. See the position of the cue ball? Had he missed that bank, he wouldn't have left anything. But that's okay because he made it and he doesn't have anything, but he does have the lead 4 to nothing. He certainly would trade that off for no shot here.
Right. Well, he knew he was going to have no shot. There's no doubt about it. What do you do now? Do you cut the 2? Do you make those balls, put them on the spot?
You know, when you're leading 4 to nothing, you have the 8 ball, which is relatively out of play. Leave the 8 ball there. I wouldn't move the 8 ball. That ball is not really positioned good for you for anyone.
Yeah,
so I really wouldn't touch that ball. I probably would look elsewhere. Maybe I would look to hit the 6 into the 4 and draw the cue ball back to where it is now.
Yeah, he's going to cut the 8 and go all the way downstream.
Now, I think that was a mistake. And the reason I feel that was a mistake is because you're leading 4 to nothing. You got a ball like the 8 ball. It really doesn't go in many pockets because of the position of it, you know. And now it goes in a lot of pockets. The 4 and the 6 by the spot that those 2 balls go. Reyes would like to pocket the 2. But he may not be able to do that because of the position of the cue ball underneath the 2.
He's shooting the ball on the spot. He's banking at this, Billy.
He's banking it to his left.
No, straight on. He didn't make it. Can he cross the 1 now?
It looks like it may be available.
I think it is.
But
John's giving it a good look. Yeah, I think it goes.
Now, if he crosses the 1, I look for him to draw the ball because he really doesn't want to come down this side of the table. He wants to come down the other side of the table. No, he's going to go 2 in the side.
2 in the side, good shot.
Yeah, he opted to go 2 in the side because now he's playing cue ball. And if I were he, with the angle that he's left here, I probably would do the same thing because backing the 1 cross corner is a risk that he doesn't need to take leading 4 to nothing.
Close, but no cigar.
But notice that he hit it with that speed again. the speed that he likes hitting balls with, because he knows what's going to happen with that speed.
Yeah.
And it's so important to understand what type of speed do you shoot banks with, because it's really a dictator. Speed is a dictator. It tells you how it's going to leave the rail short or long. And when he hits with that speed, he knows how it's going to leave the rails.
Efren's banking the 2.
He hit it well.
He didn't make it, though.
He hit it well, but
didn't
not
make
well
it,
enough.
no. Okay. I think he left the bank on the 1, but you don't want to stop there because you're going to leave an easy bank on the
8.
On the 8.
Yeah,
So you can't stay right there. There's a lot of banks. You know, he can sell out the pink ball. He can sell out the 6. Yeah. In the way they're sitting, Efren could run 5.
Well, he's banking this, and once again, you know, you really have to like this bank to shoot it leading 4-0. I myself wouldn't shoot this bank. But of course, I'm not Brumback.
And you've been accused of being overcautious anyway.
Well, that's true. That's true. And you know, it's better to be overcautious than undercautious. I've learned that.
I'm not sure of any of that.
Well, of course.
Better to be overcautious than undercautious. I don't know. This is undercautious. And he just won the game. No, he didn't. He left the bank, but the 1 stopped in a good spot for Brumback, because if it stopped anywhere else, Efren would have a chance to run 5 here. And you got to keep playing position here.
He would like to play shape for the 8 ball right now. That's the ball near that pocket. Eliminate that ball. Come down the table and play position for the 8 next.
He went wide, and he sleeps in the street now.
He's really supposed to make that bank,
Yeah.
not only because he had a good look at it, but because of the position that he was in this game, trailing 4-0. He had a great opportunity to get back into this game and match if he put that down. You know, and I thought he was playing extremely well going into this match. That bank he should have made.
John does not miss this kind. John wins game 2, and he's leading 2-0.
You know, we've watched 2 games so far, Danny. After game number 1, this match could have gone either way.
You're right.
But after game number 2, you can clearly see who's the more confident player.
Yeah, and who's the better banker? But we talked about it earlier. Brumback started playing bank pool when he was 7 in this area of Kentucky and wherever he is now. And Efren never saw a bank pool game in the Philippines. They never play bank pool.
Well, if Brumback goes on to win this match in the tournament, he'll be certainly recognized for certain. You know,
Yeah.
he'll have then endorsed it that he might be the best bank pool player in the world today.
Yep.
Certainly will validate that. If he
And he's a
happens to go on.
low-key guy.
And you know what? It's good to give a guy like this that type of credibility, that type of acknowledgement, because he's a great guy.
He is.
You know what I mean? He deserves it in a lot of ways.
He is a sweetheart. I've known him for years. I spent time around him. I told him that he was a little too timid a couple years ago. I said, you got to get a little more fire. And he did it without all that. Well, he made a ball that time. Where are you now? He sees the goal line. Oh, look at this bank on the 7 ball, Billy.
This is a type of a layout you would like to have
On the
if
hill.
you could like draw it up.
Yeah,
You,
on
you
the
know,
hill.
I mean, this isn't probably the best layouts, but this is one of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't bet against him running 5.
Notice the position of every ball on the table.
Yeah.
No clusters. All of them are bankable cross corner, or a couple of them, 3 or 4 of them cross side. You know, there's just so many positions on the table where you leave the cue ball, you're going to have a nice shot. But most importantly, you got to make the first
Yeah.
bank.
You got to make this one, or else Efren has the same situation. Oh, no. He missed that one.
You know what? And he got behind the
He got
2-ball.
lucky. He got lucky. I don't even think he... Well, maybe he can hit the ball on the spot.
And if he can hit the ball on the spot, the 7-ball blocks a part of the path cross-side
Oh, no.
for the red
not
3.
At all. Not at all.
It blocks part of it.
Nah, I don't think so, Billy. No. He's froze on the 2. Look at this view.
Yeah, he's froze on the 2, which precludes him then of being able to even hit the red 3.
Right.
So therefore, the only bank that he may have is the 7 underneath him to his right. You know, and this ball has to be struck well. Do you go for this? You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for this and play position. No,
Yeah, he made it a little wide. A little bit wide. And he did leave, well, I don't know. There's a kiss on the pink ball, but he left the 3 ball.
He left the 2, the 1, and maybe the 3.
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot the 1. I believe he's going to shoot the 1.
And once again, yeah, he obviously has a fairly big pocket with the bank cross-side, but the 7 does still block a portion of that pocket. I look for him to hit this a little
Billy,
short.
Dave banked balls. Well, you're right. He hit the 7, but Dave banked balls with half a pocket. But
well, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
the
he hit
7
the
blocks
7.
a part of the pocket,
And
so
let me
therefore
tell
he
the-
has to hit it cleanly.
let me tell the people out there, you calling the pocket isn't good enough. You got to go in cleanly. You can't hit a ball, and that's what happened there. And he's a little disappointed because that was fairly easy bank.
Yeah, matter of fact, I looked for him to hit that on the short side if it was
Yeah.
missed because of the
Missed it
position of
short.
the 7.
Yep.
Now Reyes once again has an opportunity. The 2 ball is very bankable cross corner, and position
Yep.
is not a problem at all.
No. He made that one. Where are you, cue ball? I don't know. The 8 does the 8 bank or the 9 in the way? The 9
this-
might be in the way for sure.
But the 7 banks cross
Right.
corner.
Right, it does.
I don't know if he's even looking at it.
He's got the 9.
See, the 7 ball was right in front of the cue ball.
I
That
know.
banks cross corner. Now he's taking a look at it, but he doesn't like it.
Well,
the 9's very difficult.
Does the 8 go by the 9?
Well,
I didn't
obviously.
think so. Well, he went short, so we still don't know if it did. But he shot it, so he must think it did. Yeah, Efren right now can't mount an attack to get back in the match.
And he's had a couple good opportunities
He has.
in this game number 3. You know,
I think he has a bank on the 6. Can he hit the 8? No, it doesn't matter. He's got a bank on the 6.
he's looking to bank the 7 to his left.
Yep.
It's a good shot because he doesn't leave much if he misses it. And there's reasons why certain players win because they know how to win. I like that shot on the 7 ball because of the return shots that he can't give up. In other words, it's very difficult for him to give up a return shot with the 7. And that's part of the recipe in knowing how to win.
He missed it, but not badly. This ball's going to come back for a pretty easy bank.
Right. Now, once again, Reyes has another opportunity, but this time he's going to have to play position for the balls possibly down table because the 9 and the 8 are kind of like in a bad position because of the position of the green 6.
Well,
So
this is
therefore-
one of the banks you could play position off. You know, you figure to make it, play position. Pretty easy bank.
Now he has to go down table and play position for the group down here, whether it be the 1 or the 5 or the 3. Now, what a really, really rewarding bank would be the 6 cross corner. Now, he's looking at that now because that's really going to pay him off if he's able to bank that, because that's a problematic ball position where it is. He opens up the bank's cross side if he's able to put that one down.
Yeah, he does have a shot on it. Oh, he missed it.
He missed it, and he's going to leave something here that Brumback's going to like.
Brumback. You got Bromberg on your mind. It's Brumback, Billy. But it's okay, Billy, because you haven't done many of his matches, and you haven't had a chance to say Brumback a bunch of times. So
well,
you're saying Bromberg,
thank you for clarification
Brumback.
on that. Thank you.
Well, I just want to explain your deficiency to the people.
I haven't done many of your matches lately either, but I know how to pronounce your name.
Okay, is he going to cross the 6? He seems to be hesitating on that.
Is he going to cross the 6?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that commercial. Is Too Tall Jones tall?
You know, remember Too Tall Jones? He had 12 fights and won them all and quit. He didn't like it. He did. He had 12 professional fights and won them all and quit the game.
He's going to end up with a shot possibly on the 5 here. Maybe not.
Well, he can't hit. Could he? No, I don't think he can hit the 3. Is he going to play the 5 cross corner, maybe?
He's got the 5 cross corner. He may have from the view on the monitor, it looks like that's about what he has, is the 5 cross corner. He'll play the 5 cross corner. He should draw back on this one.
Well, he's got to cut it a little. It's not straight in. Straight in, it's going a little long. So he has to cut it a hair.
Now, you know what? I think that looking at the monitor is somewhat deceiving. He's calling a ball to his right. And by looking at the monitor, I don't see anything that can go to his right. Let's keep this view on the monitor that we have right now. That's a great one. Let's just keep this view, see what he's trying to play here.
He's playing the pink ball.
But it looks like it doesn't have room.
Yeah, it's about ½ inch from the 1, and he got it.
Right. You know what? That's very deceptive.
He split it. Brumback wants to win, Billy, and he was prepared to win. So what's he got now, 3-1 in this game?
If he's going to shoot the 5 cross corner, I think he's going to have to elevate and draw the cue ball.
Oh, it's 2-2 this particular game, and 2-0 Brumback.
This is an extremely important shot in this 3rd game. More for Reyes than it is for Brumback, but if Brumback shoots it, he's going to probably draw the cue ball and play position for the 1 or the 3 in the same pocket, because you have to draw away from the kiss here.
Yeah, I expect him to make this.
No, he could follow it. He could follow. He did make it.
No, there was no kiss, Billy. We didn't see the angle good, but there was no kiss on that shot.
Well, obviously not. He followed it and he didn't kiss it. So therefore, you know.
What's he playing now?
It looks like he can bank the 8 cross side.
Yeah.
You know, and
that'll put him on the hill.
Yeah, he's leading 3-2, and this is a type of a bank that he's quite familiar with. A bank pool player likes this bank because he has a good feel of it, because he's shot it maybe a couple 100,000 times.
Yeah. Couple thousand times?
A couple thousand.
No, 1,999, Billy. That's all he's ever cut it.
Oh, I thought it was in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
He should hit this fairly well. The only problem I can foresee here is the 8 ball is positioned pretty closely to that rail, which makes the kiss more available.
No kiss, Billy. He's got to cut it thinner than that. There's no,
well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you get a kiss here.
There's no kiss here. There's a kiss there. Boy, Billy, I'll tell you what. I love doing commentary with you, but I hate when you're right.
You hate when I'm right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't want you to go around hating all the time.
He hit it a little too full is all it
Yeah,
came
well,
to. But,
like,
that
like,
can happen
yeah.
like it did.
Yeah.
3-2, and Efren again has a pretty good chance. The first match with Brumback, he didn't have much of a chance.
Why don't you give me a chance to be mad at you? Brumback.
He made it. Oh, he's got a bank on the 9. Yeah, this match is not over yet. Yeah, it's not over yet. You know what Yogi Berra said? Doesn't count when the finger's in the nose. Well, he's winning 4-3. He's shooting to win a game here. The match's not over yet. He made it. Nope. Nope. Very close, but no cigar. Well, Brumback is very pleased that that didn't go in.
Okay. What is the score now?
It's 4-3 favor of Efren Reyes is the score.
Now, this is a type of a shot that bank pool players hit well. They practice shots of this type.
Yeah, and he's not going to sell out the 1 for sure.
Now, he's going to hit this with a pretty solid, hard speed here.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
But he's got to watch that cue ball.
Well, he didn't sell out the ball he shot. Well, he did, but a mile away. He does have a bank on it, but he needs 2. So is he gonna 2-rail this in the corner? He might, because that's a safe shot.
Well, I think he's going to 2-rail the 1 in the side.
In the side? I don't know about that.
Well, either reason he'll do that.
He's doing it 2 in the corner.
No, he's doing a 1 in the corner. It looks like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. He's cutting the ball. And he made it, I believe. No, he didn't. Boy, it's amazing. You can hit a ball so good and you don't make it. He's shocked there. He thought he hit it good, and he did hit it good, but not quite good enough.
Okay, Brumback has a decision to make here. He can bank the 1 straight back, or he can bank the 8 cross corner. I know what I would shoot. I would shoot the 8 cross corner, but he hits shots like the 1 so well, it's kind of tempting. But it's very, very risky, especially when you lead 4-3. Okay? By playing the 8, you play the cue ball as well as the 8 ball, so therefore you have 2 things going for you playing the 8. But play the 1, you better watch out, because it's hard to defend against the 8 and the 1 if it's missed.
Well, he needs 2. He's losing 4-3.
Oh, I thought that Reyes needed 2.
No, he needs 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, then if he needs 2, then I don't find fault in what he's doing, because this is the type of a shot that he can hit more accurately than the 8. But it's not an easy shot at all. It has to be struck well.
He's been striking them pretty well. It's a tricky shot. This is not a gimme for sure. He made it. No, he didn't. He hung it. Oh, look at this. He had a shot at the game and a match if he made that.
I thought he made it,
I did too.
But he hit it a little bit too hard. See, that's the type of an angle that if you hit hard, you're at a disadvantage because the pocket won't accept it. He's not shooting into a full pocket. No, Reyes steps to the table with a very nice shot, and the other ball was hanging in the pocket, so he can't lose if he misses this.
He went wide again. He went wide.
Oh, you know, I would have made him about a 3-1 favorite to pocket that bank.
I shoot the one in and drip it right in the pocket. You need two.
I totally agree with that.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're totally right
Okay,
here.
okay.
Totally right, and I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I like making the one and dripping right there because you do have a chance to win your next inning. If you don't do this, you can't win your next inning.
Yeah, and you don't put any pressure on your opponent. You want to put pressure on your opponent.
Well, he's going to have it.
In this type of a situation.
Yeah.
And by pocketing this ball, you not only have a better chance of winning, you are now applying pressure to your opponent. And, you know, when pressure grabs a hold of you, sometimes you break down mentally. Maybe not right now, but maybe next game or the game after. More pressure you continue to apply to your opponent, the more subject he is breaking down at some point.
Well, this is a good shot. There's Brumback's face, and he's right near Shannon Dalton. Another great bank pool player, Shannon Dalton. Oh, he could. Oh, no. He didn't scratch, though, but he left the bank. Oh, he miscued. He's lucky he didn't lose a point. He
he should. He would have been better off if he would have scratched in a hole.
Yeah.
You know, because Brumback is probably a favorite to win this game in the match right now. I keep getting corrected here with the pronunciation of his name.
Well, his name is Brumback.
I've been calling him Brumback.
Do you have a back or a beck? Do you rub your beck or your back?
I never thought of that.
Yeah. Well, now you won't forget again.
Whenever I want to call him by his name, I'll
think of your back.
Remember my back. Yeah. Remember my back.
Yeah. Let's call him John.
Well, anyways,
then you won't ever goof.
Anyways, John Beck. John Beck.
John Beck. His name is John Beck.
Oh, come on, Danny.
I knew this was going to be fun doing this. Do you bank it and go into the 8 or not?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. He's going to hit this with a little bit of speed, I think, but not much, and go into the 8. I think if you try to draw away from the 8, you lose a little accuracy.
He swished it.
And he made the 8 too.
Oh, good. Now he's got to bank at the money. This is the game and match winner.
Okay, everybody out there, take a look at this shot. What a decision he has to make. And the decision is this. He's more accurate stroking this ball. Oh, yeah, he could roll it and play it safe if he happens to miss it, but he won't make it as often as he would if he would stroke it. What's he going to do?
He's going to stroke it. I predict stroking it. Yeah, he's not going to roll this. He's going to stroke it and take his chances whatever happens. He's shooting at the game to be a repeat bank pool champion. And he is going to hit it with all the accuracy he could do.
And he's thinking about that right now.
Yeah, he's going to stroke this. There's no rolling this. He's going to fire it in 100 miles an hour. Get it? Brumback won the tournament second year in a row.
You know, and he didn't go away from what got him there. You know, his ability to shoot banks with the speed that he liked shooting them with didn't betray him, and he stuck to it, and he played a great match, Danny.
Yeah, he did. He's a great player. He played a little weaker this time than the first time with Efren, but so did Efren. Efren had chances. He's happy as a lark now. He's in a good spot for the all-around. because last year he finished high in the other. But anyway, let's congratulate Brumback, and we'll say goodnight, Billy. You want to say goodnight to the people?
Yes, I would. I would like
it
to
was
say
fun
goodnight to the
doing this
people.
with you, Billy.
Congratulations to John, and good night, everyone.
Sam Diep here at the 12th Annual Derby City Classic. Joining me in the ACCUSTATS Arena is the defending title of the Bank Pool Championships, John Brumback. Welcome to the winner's circle again. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. That's
you
fun.
you've been so gracious and so confident this whole time coming into the finals match. It looked like you were a little bit shaky there in the first couple games. Really kind of tightened up a little bit coming from the previous two matches where you just hardly missed a ball at all.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep up that level of play all day. I mean, it's just impossible to play perfect bank pool. So I don't know. I let down a little bit, but I hung in there.
You certainly did. I spoke with Efren, a few words with Efren before this match started. He said he was a little bit tired from playing all day. Do you feel a little bit tired?
Yeah, real tired.
Yeah, you still have a one-pocket match after this, too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for telling me.
Now, last year, you and I stood at the same exact spot for the same exact reason, deja vu. You said you were going to go out and buy a computer with your winning prize money. Yeah. What are you going to do this year?
I don't know. I haven't had time to think about it. I don't know.
Well, it looked like for the first time ever, really, I saw you show a little bit of emotion in that final match, because up to this point, you're always very stone cold coming to the table.
I was just trying to keep myself fired up and mad at myself so I wouldn't let down mentally. And I guess that's what you're talking about, talking to myself and stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah. I do that sometimes.
Well, congratulations to you, John. This is quite a feat. You made history tonight. You're the first player to win back-to-back bank pool championships. No one else in the history of Derby City has ever done that before. Congratulations. Well-deserved title.
Thank you.
All right. Sam Diep with John Brumback here at the Derby City Classic.